What's up, guys, and welcome to my review for Kingsman: The Golden Circle. This is the sequel to Kingsman: The Secret Service, which surprised audiences in 2015. It surprised me. I love that film. I'm on the fence about giving it either a 4.5 or a 5 out of 5. Every time I watch that movie, I'm not entirely sure what to give it, but I'm actually now leaning on giving it a perfect score. That movie's so fun to watch. It's so rewatchable. And so going into The Golden Circle, I was extremely excited to have these characters back on the screen. We have Taron Egerton as Eggsy. We got Mark Strong back as Merlin. And surprisingly enough, we have Colin Firth back as Harry. So, like I said, going into this, I was very excited. And leaving the theater, I actually, surprisingly, was a bit disappointed. I think Kingsman: The Golden Circle is not a bad movie. I think that this is a good movie, and I think it's a fun movie. Actually, I don't think it's a good movie. I think it's an okay film. I don't even think it's a good film. I think it's an okay film. I think it's a fine film. I think you could sit there and you could watch it and you can have fun with it, but if you're expecting it to be as good or as solid as the first film was, it's not going to be that. Now, the performances are all great. I even like Julianne Moore in this movie as Poppy, I believe. That's what they called her, the villain in the film. She's kind of secluded to this one area. She stays there throughout the whole entire movie. So, every time she is on the screen, I think that she does something different. I just think where this movie falters is there's too many subplots. This movie has so many things going on. And you could use the same argument when people say the same thing about the Pirates of the Caribbean sequels, the second and the third one in particular. But the difference is there's two movies to tell one big continuing story. This film, it's like taking both of those films, cramming it into one movie. Can you imagine what that's like? That's exactly what this film is. There is so much going on. It's kind of exhausting at times because, even though I enjoyed the first half of the movie, the second half of the film, I didn't really enjoy it as much because now I'm thinking, okay, well, now we have to wrap up everything that we've set up in the beginning of this movie, and I just wasn't invested enough in the first half of it to, care about really what's going on in the second half. It's just more fun action, where in the first Kingsman, the beginning, the middle, and the end, it was all just one big cohesive story about Eggsy becoming a Kingsman, and we have, Samuel L. Jackson's character doing things on the side, and he's this bad guy. And his henchman in that film was Sophia Boutella, and she played the lady with, like, knives as legs or whatever. And this, Julianne Moore's, henchmen, or whatever you want to call them, they're like these robot dogs. Now, I'm not going to be giving away any spoilers in this movie. I just want to say, if these robot dogs were not in the film, the movie wouldn't be any different. They're just there to add screen time. There is nothing about these things that add to the plot. It only adds to the runtime. And I wasn't a fan of them, and I think they could have been cut from the movie. Especially a lot of other things that could have been cut from the film. Elton John is in this film. There's no spoilers. He's in a couple of posters or whatever. He's in this movie. And every time he's in the film, it's really absolutely just to add more time onto the film. He doesn't do anything for the plot, which is just like, it's ridiculous. I think they added way too much into this film. The action is fine. It's really fun to watch, and it's entertaining. It's all really stylistic action, and it's fun to watch. In this, we're also introduced to the Statesman with Channing Tatum and Jeff Bridges and, a couple other people in there. Halle Berry is part of them as well. And I really did enjoy that aspect of the movie, how the Kingsmen have to work with the Statesman, which is like their cousins from, America. I really enjoyed that, and I really liked that. And I think that their kind of interaction was great. But what happens with the Kingsman in this film, like I said, I'm not giving away any spoilers, but there's just certain things that happen in this movie that, it's like the writers said, if you like this from the first movie, we're just going to completely take that away from you in this movie. And it was like, wow, Albus Dumbledore's in this movie. He's only in it for about 3.5 minutes, but it's just like you had, like, potential to have, something better than what you did. It was like just almost a sloppy mess the rest of the film. But like I said, I did enjoy it. Something happens in this movie with Mark Strong's character which was completely not warranted, and it was just like, okay, well, we weren't getting a reaction out of you for the rest of the movie, so now let's do something to try to force a reaction, which didn't really work for me. I think they made a lot of bad decisions in this movie, story-wise, that could have been different, and I think it could have made for a more solid, cohesive movie. So overall, at the end of the day, I'm going to give Kingsman: The Golden Circle 3 out of 5. I was thinking about giving it 3.5, but you know what? Just talking about it more, I'm going to give it 3 out of 5. I liked the movie. I didn't love the movie. I thought it was fine. Guys, comment your thoughts in the comment section. Do you plan on saying Kingsman: The Golden Circle? Did you see it already? What did you think about it? Leave that in the comment section. Also, you can subscribe to this channel if you're interested in a digital HD code for Wonder Woman. I did a Blu-ray unboxing for the film, and you can have a chance to win the code. I'll be giving that away this coming Tuesday, so if you're interested in that, you can check that out. My review for It is up on this channel now. My review for Annabelle Creation is up on this channel now. A lot of exciting things on this channel. Also, my review for Mother, where I'm joined by fellow film critic Ryan Abbott. And guys, if you're also interested in getting a free digital HD code for Kingsman: The Secret Service, which is the first film, I'll be giving that away right now. And the way to win that is you need to comment below, from Kingsman: The Secret Service, the first film. I want you to tell me who your favorite character of the movie is and why. I want to know. My personal favorite character is probably Mark Strong's character, Merlin. I think he's really great, but Colin Firth is great as well. All these characters are really great, and I love these characters. So which one is your favorite from the first movie, not necessarily the second? And if you tell me why, leave it in the comments where you'd like me to send you this code. If it's either on Twitter, YouTube message, whatever, I will send it to you probably the same day I'll be giving away the Wonder Woman digital copy, Tuesday. I'll be giving away both. Guys, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The links to those are in the description of this video. Hey guys, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching my review for Kingsman: The Golden Circle. Over and out.